Welcome back. As usual, I tried some things and found some things that are not in the patch notes. For example, there is some wild interaction between Wave of Light and Ajax that I surely want to make a build of. But also there are some bugs, some legacy items now, and a little bit of imbalance in the lab. This is just a wild bunch of things cut together from the stream, and I hope they help you building something new and finding out how things work. When you place one of the lances, then it starts charging up and doing more and more damage, stage to stage. And when you look at the max DPS there, then it goes up to 1.1 million almost. So this is because this thing is ticking damage every 0.5 seconds. When you equip fire rate, then the damage does not go up. That doesn't help for your lances, it may help for your own shot, okay. But it doesn't help the lances. Animation is just wrong, by the way. What the hell? So as you see, the game claims that it costs 5 rounds to place one lance, but actually you see I have 5 rounds and I cannot place another lance. At 9 rounds I can still place one. 8, that's okay. 7, okay. 6 rounds, also okay. It's just 1 round more. Also make sure that you are fully buffed when you place a lance. Like for this example here, I'm full HP, I'm placing the lance, and let's wait for the max damage to pop up. Somewhere around 1.7 million DPS. But now, when I reduce my life with some skills, I'm below 50% life now and my damage doesn't really go up. Okay, maybe we had some fancy hit there for something. It turned to 1.7 million, but my damage doesn't go up. Let's test this again. Now that I'm low life, I'm placing a lance. And this has now the snapshot of my low life, everything buffed firearm attack. And this goes immediately up to 1.9 million almost. When I get full life again and reset the lance, then it still acts like if I'm low life. I'm doing more damage on low life because I have Walker Tightrope, which is just one buff to test all of this. And again, make sure you are fully buffed when you are placing a lance. This thing takes a snapshot and uses this as long as it lives. So here I'm using a completely naked Wave of Light, just reducing the critical hit damage to 100%, so I don't want to deal additional damage. To test, does fire rate affect the ground effect? The max DPS is like 553, and when we equip some fire rate now, okay, making a halo, have one of those below the enemy, and we are at 551. Did I just get max roll on? Yeah, that's completely normal. You always get max roll on all the things that you don't need. So this was a joke with Gley, because you can only have 8 puddles and then you need to reload and create the 8 puddles again. But look at this, look at what Ajax can do. This is crazy. Oh, I need this too. You know, he can reload on his own. He instant reloads. Except for the first time maybe, but... those are more than 8 puddles, I think. And this also costs some frame rate. So Wave of Light maybe needs some Ajax build, but also you will need a lot of bullets. But remember, you can have an additional weapon that is like your backpack. Look at this, I'm having 126, 35, 44, 62, 162 bullets now, 188 bullets, because the weapon that I brought along is just full with, whoopsies, is just full with mods for max impact rounds. And with that, I now have a backpack of impact rounds that I can use on the Wave of Light, which is just 60 bullets. But thanks to my backpack, it's 188 bullets. now I can spam all those 188 bullets and kill the... No, it doesn't... It's not so bad for the frame rate. It's just bad for your eyes. It's so bright. God damn it. So with 12 bullets in your pocket, you are always wasting one bullet. It ain't much, but it's something, and I cannot think of any way to lower the rounds per magazine. Because when you're shooting one for the halo. Oh wait, let me reload. One for the halo, and then 10, yeah, you've seen it there, 10 for the puddles, and the last round just does nothing. I cannot think of any way to lower the rounds for the magazine. There is no module for it, and I didn't find any component for it, but if you know a way to remove one round from the magazine, so that would be great. Please leave a comment if you have any way to do so. That would make it really perfect. So let's see if she still gives the buff when you destroy a weak point. Yep. Recharged willpower. So as you see from the stats, the base skill power boost ratio goes up for every piece you destroy on her, but after destroying 3 pieces, it no longer goes up. So you want to destroy 3 weak points right at the beginning. At least one, the first one gives the most boost and the following ones give just a little bit more every time. So destroy at least one weak point of her. In some of the higher missions, Bricknet can now appear. He's quite a nasty one with all the walls that he can place. Yeah, here they are, but if you can kill him fast enough, that's no problem, especially because when he appears, he just has one face and not 2 faces as shown here. In the missions at level 190 he has 50 million life and 33 million shield, but that's not a lot, right? This nasty dude here can also appear in some missions, and he had 88 million life, which is a bit much, and now he has 18 million life, which is just right, but still nasty when he has more than one face, because he spawns enemies over and over again and you have to kill them all before you can kill him. And if you suddenly struggle fighting Dia, especially in the underwater base, then that is because her chill weapon resistance has been doubled. The Endboss seem to have slightly increased defense and slightly increased HP, but I guess you won't notice that with. But once you have the charges, you want to press the normal attack and the special attack, one after the other. Special, normal, because you see the special bullets, they increase when you do the special attack, and they decrease when you do the normal attack. Oh. And here it is again, the bug. I stay at the A level, but it doesn't increase anymore. And I'm down to E again. Ah, come on. And if you like to have legacy items, then I would highly suggest that you don't use those trigger module boxes here. The selection box A and selection box B no longer drops anywhere. They are replaced by selection box C. So if you still have those and want some legacy stuff, then keep them. Also make sure that you check your library if you still have this somewhere. You may want to change this now to the module loot C, or the module box C. For the new lab has something strange, it's a bit imbalanced. When you look at the HP of the enemies, and doing it alone is always the best and fastest thing maybe, where the enemy has almost no life. But when you're doing it with 2 persons, then it suddenly goes up for champions like crazy. The 2 of you need to do 226% more damage than before. With 3 people, it's actually comfy. It's 180% more damage on champions that you need to do, 64% more damage on the boss, and this goes up a little bit when you are 4 people to 65%, and the damage against champions only 156% higher. So this huge step from 1 person to 2 persons suddenly have to deal with so much more. So it's not surprising that doing this with 4 people is easier than with 2 people, but as you see, the numbers are not very well balanced. I would have expected that the number for champions for 2 people is way lower than this huge step here. So that was all the interesting stuff. There is so much more to see and so much more not written in the patch notes. So yes, I'm back again with those videos showing you what's not written in the patch notes, and I'm also testing those things in the stream. And when they are worth or interesting enough to make a little video about it or put them in the weekly videos, then you will find